Hello everyone, and this is my review for WWE SummerSlam 2015, and I'm just going to try to give some quick thoughts on some of the matches, if I can get into touch with all of the matches as well. Hopefully I'll get give a quick little glimpse of all the matches that happened throughout the night. But to start off this one, I'm going to go off and say the opening segment with Jon Stewart and Mick Foley was comic gold. I liked this segment. I thought they played off of each other really well. I did thoroughly enjoy this one, with the aspect of Jon Stewart's like, I'm going to interview Brock Lesnar, but I need Mick Foley out here to be a part of this. All the way being down is like, with how the comic timing of Mick Foley saying it's like how much he was scared of Brock Lesnar and everything in that aspect, and going through all the Suplex City and everything. I thought that was a nice little segment. Good way of beginning the show. First match of the night was Randy Orton versus Praise the Sun Sheamus, and we get this one because I had a few buddies that came over, and it looked like he was doing the Praise the Sun moment from Dark Souls 2. So that's gonna kind of be there for a little bit. At least I think it will. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun seeing that initially. The match between the two of them, good as usual, but for people that have seen it plenty of times, you knew exactly what you were going to get, and nothing really changed about that. One of my buddies who had not been watching wrestling for a while came over. He watched it, actually enjoyed the match. That's good. That's good because it was the first time he got to see it. But for me, who's seen it 10,000 times already, it kind of is what it is. And it does look like they're going to try to continue on with the storyline now. The fact that Sheamus has gotten one, since they kind of rebuilt the feud, Orton's had a win, Sheamus had a win, they'll more than likely continue on with this. The King Barrett, or actually that wasn't next. The New Day, Los Matadores, Lucha Dragons, Primetime Players, the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team title match was a fun, great match. The New Day shined in this match. From their promo and everything, the spots that each of the teams were pulling off throughout the entire match were really well done, actually well timed out. I liked how they created the chaos in there to try to make it seem as if no one really knew who the legal people were at the time, at the end for the New Day to actually steal the match and re-win the tag team titles. The celebration that they did was hilarious. It was really, really funny. I enjoyed how they play off there. They are a great comic heel team. I'm in a way, I'm actually kind of glad to see them with those tag team titles again, so they can continue on with this. That match was a lot of fun. The Stephen Amell and Adrian Neville going up against Stardust and King Barrett. I'll give this one to Stephen Amell here. Not many celebrities in the terms of doing anything, especially even when they're stuck in a match, would not go out there and take as many bumps as this guy decided to do that night. So I'll give him credit there. It wasn't the prettiest thing, but he went out there and actually, was attempting to work in some way, shape, or form. So I'll give him a little bit of credit there. The match itself wasn't bad. Kind of wish they would have done something more with Amell and Stardust, because technically in the end you had Neville pinning Barrett. So in the end of it, it's not like nothing really got resolved in the end. So we'll see. Obviously with Stephen Amell, that was probably going to be a one-time thing, so we'll see where they're going to go with Neville and Stardust somewhere down the road. You got to assume that's where they're going to go, at least for the time being. So like I said, we'll see where they go with that one down the road here. The Rusev and Dolph Ziggler match. Not a bad match. And actually, I don't mind the double count out here as well. Because it looked like they were going in some route here. And obviously, since the fact that they've been playing up the injury angle, the blow-off match was not going to be SummerSlam. It had to be elsewhere. It had to be somewhere else down the road. So again, to keep this feud going, I don't mind the double count out in this case. The two of them put on a decent match. throughout their time out there. You had the spots with Lana and Summer Rae in there, so they're kind of hinting at a mixed tag, or if they're going to go in that route somewhere down the road. So we'll see where they go with it. In the end, I'm still not liking the whole aspect of Summer Rae with Rusev. It's like just everything doesn't seem to work there, at least in my mind. But they're running with it for the time being, and we'll see where they go with everything down the road. And we'll just see how this one actually turns out. You knew this one wasn't going to be the blow-off match, and the match that ends the feud here. So in the way, not a bad way of going about it. The match with Ryback. The Intercontinental title match, Ryback, Big Show, and The Miz. Not a bad triple threat match. I wasn't too keen on the ending of the match where you have Miz get knocked out by Big Show and then Ryback takes advantage. You kind of want to see a face win in a way that actually had them winning it and not taking advantage of something. But still, like I said, not a bad match between the three of them, and a semi-good way of keeping a Big Show Ryback rivalry going, if that's where they want to go for the time being, because he gets the win over The Miz, and Big Show knocked out The Miz to begin with, so you can kind of keep something going there with them. The WWE United States Championship match was a really good match with why the hell are you doing this finish? I'm just gonna put it out there. The fact that they I'm not mad at the aspect that they did a run-in, but to have it be Jon Stewart, that was the one that cost someone the title match in this case. Just bad choice. Bad choice in my mind. I get Stewart's a wrestling fan, probably had a lot of fun doing it, but in the terms of the stories and everything, why have one of the celebrity people that you're kind of gonna do what you would assume is kind of a one-off with be the deciding factor in a match that you've built up as this big thing in the terms of the United States champion going up against the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, winner takes all, and they built it as a historic match, and you have Jon Stewart be the deciding factor in that match. No. Just no. Not good. Not good in my mind. Not good in anyone's mind. At least I don't think. I'm sure there are people that love that aspect to it, but I did not like the way they ended that match in any way, shape, or form. So we'll see where they're going with this, but who knows? Like I said, great match between the two of them. What are you doing? Finish. And I'll actually say another one of those finishes for later in the night. The Three Divas Tag Team Elimination match was kind of all over the place in the beginning, and that was because and I think that was more or less just because of the aspect of the three teams being there. As soon as they eliminated Team Bad, it kind of got a little bit better, because you kind of got like a tag team psychology type match going in there for the rest of the match, and it ended out pretty well in the end. I guess somewhat good note with them having Charlotte, Becky, and Paige come out the winners here. You kind of putting over the new people a little bit more in the terms of Becky and Charlotte. Paige has been around for a little while, but all in all, kind of started out kind of meh. Got a little bit better towards the end. Nothing great here. I still wish they would come up with a storyline for them to fully work with, because right now they just are playing off the whole aspect of which team's gonna be dominant and everything like that. Really, where they should be going with is some kind of a storyline over the Divas title. So we'll see if they even decide to go anywhere like that here in the near future. The Kevin Owens Cesaro match. outside of that tag team fatal 4-way tag team match, I thought this was close to being match of the night here, and I thoroughly enjoyed the Kevin Owens Cesaro match. The two of them put on a very physical match. It looked really good in the ring. Good to see that they put Kevin Owens over in this case. It worked out really well in the end for that aspect. But there's nothing bad I can say about this match. It was a lot of fun to watch. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and hopefully it's not a full blow off of the feud between the two of them, but hopefully they have something bigger planned for the two of these guys here in the near future. So we'll see where they go with Kevin Owens and Cesaro down the road here. So this brings me to the main event of the night, and again, I'm gonna go off and say this one: the match with Undertaker and Brock Lesnar was amazing. Like the timings of spots and everything. The spot with you have Lesnar sitting right next to Undertaker with him down laughing, and then Undertaker sits up, and both of the scene that they had with both of them just laughing at each other like they want to do more of this to each other was really, really good. Like everything leading into that, and then the finish. They really went with that finish. Man. I was not a big fan of the finish. I get what they were trying to do. And I'll actually explain what they were trying to do here. They were trying to give Undertaker the win with making Brock Lesnar still very strong. And that, in that sense, that works. They could have done a better route. They honestly could have gone with the exact finish after the fake finish, where they eventually do show Undertaker tapping out to the Kimura lock, but the referee doesn't see it, but the ring bell guy decides to ring the bell anyway because he sees it type moment, which has never been done before. Yeah, they've never really done that aspect unless it's been a screw job type aspect. So again, like they tried something new and it just looked absolutely horrendous. And then they had to show the tap out later. It wasn't like they had a camera angle where showing that the referee didn't see the tap out, but half the arena and Paul Heyman and the ring bell guy saw it. Okay, they should have. I think they should have lined up the camera a little bit better for that one, to make it, fully shown, like, to the crowd that is at home. And it's like, because everybody at home is kind of going, okay, what's going on? Did they just perform Botchamania in the main event, or where were they going with that? I did like the aspect of during the Hell's Gate submission the second time around with Brock Lesnar passing out, giving his act of defiance and everything in there. That was really good, and I think that's just what they should have done to end the match. You wanted to, give Undertaker almost the unsatisfaction of Brock Lesnar tapping out and just passing out and losing that way. Would have been a lot better way of going, in my mind. But that's what they went with. Overall, SummerSlam was a relatively good show. It was fun to watch. I didn't really find anything making it unwatchable. I did not like the quote-unquote finishes for the two main events. But in the end, the show was enjoyable. Just, it wasn't as good as it could have possibly have been. And that's pretty much all I've got to say. So that is my review for WWE SummerSlam 2015, and I thank you guys for watching.